Alright, tubes. I'm as interested about what's about to happen now as probably you are. I'm going to open up this kit I got from Walmart for 50 bucks. The HyperTough 20 volt max 4 tool combo with 2 batteries and a charger. Um, you know, I 50 bucks, how can you go wrong? Unless it's just total crap. I'm sure it doesn't have as much skookum, as Ave would say, or AVE, whatever you say, as your name brand stuff, but how can you go wrong for 50 bucks? This is the AQ90146G kit. So let's open it up and see what the heck is going on here. Alright, blah blah blah. All the instructions no one will ever read. That's got the impact bit in it or whatever, maybe for the drill. Yeah. Yep. Okay, this is clearly for metal. Okay, let's see. This looks like one of the batteries here is already maybe on a tool. This feels like this is probably battery in this box. Get a knife. Okay. What's this? This is the light. And you can never have too many lights, honestly. And I see that this is another single LED jobber. I'm not a big fan of the single LED ones. I'm going to make a video on why soon, but as long as it's bright, it'll get the job done. So there's that. Here's the old drill. And it seems, much smaller than any other 20 volt drill I've ever had. Not seems, it is, definitely. There's your old specs there. This looks like a one speeder. You guys know there's normally a speed selector switch up here. Go from lower speed to higher speed. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but we're getting there. We're reminiscent of some of my very first cordless tools, my Chicago electric stuff from, oh, shoot. I didn't get that from Harbor Freight. Where did I get that from? J.C. Whitney, maybe? Here's the impact driver. I'm definitely going to put this to the test and see how it compares to, I've got a DeWalt, it's actually an 18 volt impact driver that I run with the 20 volt adapter kit. Let's just put it up to the test against that. Maybe not in this video, but let's just see how it does compare to that. Very curious. Again, this feels just maybe a shade shorter, but it's definitely got some head length there. And this appears to be the charger. And then we've got the beast. Kaboom. Alright, let's get this out of the bag. Open up this other box. Okay, so here's everything unboxed. Here's the Sawzall, the reciprocating saw, whatever we're calling them now. And this is the one that had the battery on it, and it's got juice. And you can see it's got an LED there. And it feels like it's got the same juice that all my other 20 volt stuff had, but you won't know anything until you actually put these things to the test. Especially these kind of tools right here that take much more of a beating than, I'd say, even a drill. Okay. Oh, and then so in this box you had the charger, little chintzy thing, and then this other box had the other battery in it. 1.5 amperes. Yeah. That's about it. That's all there is to it. Okay, so I mentioned this seemed a little shorter, and I was right. So here's my Cobalt. So it's a lot shorter that way, but I may have... Yeah, it's definitely longer. The HyperTough is definitely longer, but shorter in height. Here's my old DeWalt. So, and I've got the adapter on here, so it might look a little bit longer, but the DeWalt's a little bit longer. But again, this is an old 18 volt, so what do the 20 volts look like? I don't know. Again, the Hypertough is definitely longer, but not as much as it was longer than the Cobalt. So here, let's throw a battery in this. So here's what the little driver sounds like. Got a little LED on it. It doesn't sound like it's got near as much juice as the, as the DeWalt. No surprise there. Or the Cobalt, which basically sounds the same. Let us check out the drill and the light. Okay, so here's the drill. That's full thrust. That really sounds chintzy. It probably is great for home use or whatever, hanging pictures and stuff. You gotta have a drill, Nothing too exciting there. And here's the light. Unlike my other lights, look at that. It's got a strobe function on it. So on, strobe, and off. I didn't know that. Here, let's kind of stack that up. Now I'm really curious. Okay, so there's my Porter Cable light, 20 volt light, my favorite light of all time. There's my Cobalt 24 volt light that I just got, and then of course there's the Hypertough 20 volt. Let us just see. All right, so that's the Hypertough. That's the Cobalt. This is going to make sense here in a minute. So, and there's the there they all are. This doesn't really show you anything. Let's look at them this way. Now my Porter Cable has 4 LEDs. Stay out of the way, you. Okay. Now here you kind of get an idea of the kind of light you're getting out of it, how bright they are. Clearly the Hypertough is not nearly as bright as the Cobalt or even the Porter Cable. There you can almost see, I don't know if this will show it, but you can almost see the 4 individual LEDs that the Porter Cable has, which I have found to be much more effective at lighting up dark areas under an engine bay than the single LED that you have on this or what this is going to provide. Not hating on it, just saying, oh, this has got some adjustment this way too. Oh, look at that. So you slide this back and forth, and that changes the light pattern from a focus beam to more like a floodlight. I don't think my other lights have that. No. This Cobalt doesn't seem to be adjustable, and I've had this light forever, so I know it doesn't do that. Interesting feature. Did not expect it. And then again, this has the strobe that the others do not. I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe you'd use it. I doubt if I ever would. It's just kind of whatever. But all right, so that's that. The Hypertough 20 volt kit, $50. If you can find it for that, I would say you cannot go wrong for that. For whatever you want it for, just keep it in the car. Like all of us tool guys do. We got a million tools in the car just in case, because you never know. All right, hopefully this was enlightening to you. It certainly was to me. Thanks for watching.